Hey everyone, welcome back to your channel Oracle Buddy. Today we will take a look at stock count in MFCS. Let's begin. In today's chapter, below subtopics will be covered: introduction, stock count overview, stock count data model and flow, stock count batches, stock count application forms, and few interview questions. So what is stock count? Physical stock count are used to get the locations, store or warehouse, real stock on hand quantities. Stock count in ORMS can be requested and processed in one of the two ways. First one is unit and second one is unit and monetary value. In unit stock count, it is applied for item lists. The result of the physical stock count are used to adjust the stock on hand to reflect the physical count. Stock ledger is not adjusted. Shrinkage, monetary value, and percentages are not calculated. So in unit type of stock count, only the units of the items are calculated. Retail and cost are not calculated. Next one is unit and monetary value. It is made at department, class, or subclass level for all. The result of the physical stock counts are used to adjust the stock on hand quantities and the monetary value to reflect the physical count, to adjust the stock ledger by physical count monetary value, to calculate the shrinkage monetary value and percentage at subclass location level. Let's have an overview of stock count. A unique number is auto-generated and a description must be set for each stock count. Stock counts are created with a stock count date. It exists the system option to set the minimum number of days allowed between the date of request and date of stock count. Also, a lockout period representing the number of days before a scheduled stock count that it can be still editable and definable. Stock count can be scheduled for future dates to happen in a regular basis, for example, every month. The stock the stock on hand and stock ledger are updated by regularly scheduled batch program. Immediately prior to the scheduled date of stock count, a snapshot is taken of the stock on hand, stock in transit, retail value, and weighted average cost, copy of current data in item log SOH. If the stock on hand has not yet adjusted, entered the physical count, the snapshot quantity continues to be adjusted automatically as late transactions are received every time that batch runs. The physical count must occur at the scheduled date. Entered the stock count must be cancelled and new ones are created. The result of physical count can be entered in ORMS manually or uploaded from an external system like Zebra. Variance report can be requested based on system parameters. It allows to review any variance between book count and physical count in available in ORMS. Unit variance, number of units of variance. Cost variance is monetary value variance at cost, and retail variance is monetary value variance at retail. After reviewing variance report, it is possible to edit quantities for a unit count, edit quantities and monetary values for a unit and monetary value count, accept and update stock ledger. In a multi-channel environment, a stock count is requested for a physical warehouse. The system automatically distributes the among the virtual or stock holding warehouse based on the default distribution method. The following standard reports are available for stock count. First one is cycle count variance, allowed to review any variance between the book count and physical count in available in MFCS. Missing stock count result indicate stock count schedule for the current month that have not been yet processed. Stock count worksheet displays the item in a stock count. The result of physical count can be entered next to each item. Now let's discuss about the stock count related forms. So below are the stock count related forms like STK find.fmb. It is a stock count search form. STK request FMB, stock count request maintenance form. STK vwedt.fmb for stock count result maintenance. STK varnc.fmb for stock count variance, and for dollar view and dollar changes below are the two application forms. So once you request a stock count via STK request.fmb, if it is unit, it will update the stakes queue lock. If it is unit in dollar, it will update the stake product, and it will enter a row for stake head, stake location, and table like stake prologue will be updated by stk vw dollar.fmb stk department d dot fmb for unit and dollars. So all these tables like stake head, stake product, stake location, stake prologue, stake skew log, stake quantities, stake cont. See, all these are updated via the stock count related forms when we set up the uh, Oracle stock count. So these are the stock count data models. So the important tables are stake head. This table contains the header level information about stock counts, even stock takes in the system, stock location. This table contains location information for stock count events. Stake product. This table contains department information for stock count events. Stake skew log. The table contains a row for each skew location combination for a stock count. Stick prod lock, the table contains a row for each department, class, subclass, location combination in the company for which a physical inventory is scheduled. The location can be specified at any level, department, class, or subclass. Stake CONT, this table used to control the processing during the stock taking run. Only SKU location combination in the table are processed daily during any run. All existing rows are deleted and new rows added on the to this table as a part of stock taking control run, whether a unit or dollar run. Similarly, we have other tables like stake quantity and stake schedule. So these are the stock count related batch flow. So first batch is STK explode batch. What it will do is it will explode the product down to item location level for store and warehouses. Then it is STK UPD. It takes the snapshot of stock count the night of the stock count date. STK UPLD. It uploads stock count details from an external system. So in external from external system, we may get a XML or flat file, which will get processed by the STK UPLD.pc. STK updates stock on hand and computes the total cost and total retail. So it will basically check for the variance in units. Suppose if a location has stock on hand as 5 in RMS, but in the store it is only 1. So it will post a -4 to reduce the stock on hand to 1 in MFCS. Then last one is STK daily.psc, which updates the stock ledger tables. So this is the stock count batch flow. So first, we will request a unit and dollar stock count using the form STK request. Then the run the batch program STK explode batch, and then run the batch program STK UPD, run the batch program STK UPLD, edit the physical stock count using the form STK VWEDT. It is optional. Request an adjustment using the menu option $change ledger adjust. Request an adjustment using menu option unit and various adjustment. So once all the adjustments are done, then we can run the batch STK war. Then run the batch program sal daily. Run the batch program STK daily. Run the batch program salvic and run the batch program salmon. So these are all the stock count batches which will post till the stock ledger batches. So here you can see a tabular level of data flow here. So STK request, once we request from STK request FMB, so it will update in the stake head, stake location, and stake product. So on the day of stock count, so STK explode.pc will run and it will explode at the item location level in a stake skew log and stake prod log. Then once the external file from the stock count file, then STK UPD will update in the StickSkew log. And once the external file from the flat file will come from external system, then we will run the STK UPLD batch, stock upload batch, which will update in StickSkew log and insert in stake quantity. Then if you want to modify any variance, you can use stk variance.fmb, which will update in stake count, or then you run stk var, which will pick the data from stake head. So whatever is the invert arrows you can see, so it is this batch is picking data from these tables, and whatever is the outbound arrows are there, so it updates and inserts in the following table. Then stk daily.pc will run, and it will update in the week data and month data. And then salmon.pc will run, and it will enter the data in the month data table. So here are the detail level of stock count batch information, like STK explode, what it does. This program insert into stake queue lock and stake prod lock for the valid item location and department class subclass combination for unit and dollar counts. And this program inserts into stake queue lot and deletes stake product for all unit only counts for warehouses. Execute the stock count when the V date is equal to stock tick date minus system option lockout days. So these are all the information about the batches, like what STK UPD does. It's update the snapshots, STK UPLD, it upload the stock count result. Then STK var, it will check the variance. So item log location stock on hand minus takes Q log snapshot stock on hand quantity plus takes Q log physical stock count quantity. So this will be the new stock on hand. Then STK WARF stock on hand for updating the on hand updates. So these are the formulas for that. So you can go through these. So what stick daily, this program used for unit and dollar type of stock counts. Then STK purge, this will purge the stock count data. It will check for stock head dot stock tick date, which is less than system variable dot last end of month start month. So once the month end batch is completed, so whatever all stock count will be scheduled, so those will be deleted. So this is all the detail level of stock count batches. Please go through this data and slides and see all this information about the different various stock count batches. Let's now discuss about the MFCS user interface screen. So once you log in into MFCS, you go to task menus, select inventory, stock count and stock count schedule. So the stock count schedule page will appear, and you can see all the scheduled stock counts. So here you can see what is the cycle, what is the start date, end date, and you can see whether it will run on Sunday, Monday, Sunday to Saturday, which day. So you can get all the scheduled stock count in this page. If you want to request a stock count, you need to go to task menu, select inventory, stock count, and create stock count request. The stock count request page will appear, and this will be like this. You need to fill the description, type, date, whether you are using the item list or merchandising hierarchy. So, and you have to feed the location and all, and save and enter all the ask details to create the stock count. Manage stock counts. You can access the stock count search page from the task menu, select inventory, stock counts, manage stock count, and the stock count page will appear. And here you can see all the stock counts which are there. So if you want to edit it or make any changes, you can do here. You can see types, unit value and unit types, and description, stock count number, which is the auto-generated one. You have to give the stock count date, location type, whether it is, and the hierarchy levels if needed. Few of the important interview questionnaires. So in interview, if the interviewer may ask like why the stock count is needed to regulate the inventory. Explain stock count process. So you have to explain from the beginning like how stock count is requested till it is posted to month data table. So all the information, all the batches, including the tables and tran codes, you have to explain. Next question is what are conditions to generate a unit and amount count regarding item status and SOH? And Another question you may get asked is how STK war batch works and difference between unit and unit amount stock count. So all this information I have already explained in the previous slides. So please go through this video and try to get the answers for yourself. If you have any questions regarding these questions, you can ask me in a comment and I will share the answers for these questions. Next is conclusion. Inventory accuracy is critical and highly sensitive area affecting retailers. Inventory record accuracy had a significant impact on increasing level of customer service, reducing costs and increasing productivity. Stock count verify the inventory figures kept within merchandise, which makes reporting, planning, and ordering more accurate. To reconcile inventory levels in the system with actual inventory on hand, retailers perform physical inventory stock count, which also serves to make stock ledger adjustment. These stock counts assist retailers in budgeting and accounting for shrinkage. Acknowledgement. We took help from these below documentation and blog spots. Please go through these blogs and Oracle retail documentation to get more details. Thank you everyone. Follow us on LinkedIn on the below link. I hope that you like the video. Inform your opinion after all sessions by a comment. Please share this video with your friends and help them to learn about MFCS. If you have any questions related to this topic, then leave a comment. Thank you everyone for staying with me for the long run and I hope you had a great day. Please hit like, subscribe and comment on the Oracle Buddy channel. Thank you everyone. Have a nice day.